Hi everybody, welcome back to a new season of Tailgate Talks. I'm Aric and Herder.
And I'm Tyson Moss. And today we're going to be talking soybeans, specifically early planted soybeans.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk of this going around lately. Why do we do it? When do we do it? Does it actually benefit us? You know, a lot of questions all up in the air, and maybe we'll answer a couple of your questions here today.
It's been a lot of buzz about early planted soybeans. Some people think they should plant beans before corn. And so what is the benefit of early planted soybeans, Aric?
Well, we've historically seen higher yields, more pods, earlier canopy, earlier flowering. So in general, it seems that they do better.
The whole theory behind it is to get those beans flowering before summer solstice, which is June 21st, I believe, somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there. You're going to want to manage them a little differently in the spring. If you haven't been treating your soybeans, put some fungicide and insecticide on there. We got Warden CX here at FCS. We also have other options of fungicide if you want to add on more, which probably wouldn't be a bad idea going early.
Yes, we can tailor a custom seed treating plan to fit your needs and wants. So soybeans, there's a little bit of a myth. They handle cold temps better than corn. Is that true?
It seems like it is, actually. Corn, when they get that first drink of water, you don't really want it to be a cold one because all of a sudden it can just turn that seed to mush. Imbibitional chilling is what they call that. Soybeans seem to handle it a little better.
Yes. Soybeans, once they get up and they get that growing point out of the ground, that's when they don't like frost.
Correct. Yeah, it's a bad day.
So if you're going to plant early, maybe take a glance at the 10-day just to make sure that it isn't going to be warm for 3 days and then turn cold like 5 days to a week after that.
And also don't try and plant before a hard driving rain, because then if it gets hot after that, you get a little crust on the top of the soil and that can really damage your soybean stand. And we've had that last year, remember that?
Yeah, it's always fun dealing with crust.
No. So being careful with when you plant them soybeans and corn for that matter. Don't do it before a cold spell, a hard driving rain. We've seen crust issues with early planted soybeans, and yeah, most of that is just due to heavy rain. But
yeah, crust kills. So if you're going to go early with your soybeans, there's a couple dates to keep in mind. Your insurance start dates, which out in South Dakota, I believe it's the 10th of April on corn and the 25th of April on soybeans. I believe Iowa's a little different, so
yeah, it's the 10th for corn and 15th for soybeans.
So you can go before that, but it's just keep an eye on the weather.
Yep. Also, if you're going to go out that early, you might see a little bit of reduced stand. So maybe push pops maybe 5-10% more than usual to make sure you get a decent stand out there after it's all said and done.
Yeah, and make sure your soil temps are where they need to be. Soybeans germinate in 50-degree soil temp. So Aric, gun to head, what are you planting first?
I would probably do some soybeans first. I don't know if I'd do all of them, although changing a planter over is kind of a pain in the butt. Try it out if you're interested in it. See if you like it. See if it works. But make sure you don't plant soybeans or continue to plant soybeans into early May, because you want to get that corn in before May 7, May 10. So then if you don't do it by then, you start seeing yields tail off on the corn. So
yes, the corn yield potential drops faster than it does soybeans. Planted after, I think it's the 20th of May.
Yeah, around there.
So if you're thinking about going early planted soybeans, maybe you reach out to your local FCS agronomist.
Yeah, we deal with thousands of acres, and it seems like everybody does a little bit of beans early, so we got a little bit of experience in it. So if you got any questions, reach out. Other than that, we'll see you on the next one. Haven't been canceled yet. Yes,
thankfully we haven't been canceled. Thank you guys for joining us, and have a safe plant season.
Guess who's back?
Tailgate Talks is back. Big wave.
Yeah, you made me hold it forever, dude.